Johnny HP on the dyno. My next idea for an easy dyno test is carb spacers. Everybody says it's a 5 to 10 horsepower increase. Also, I gotta admit, I saw a couple of videos of guys running a tapered spacer upside down on their engine. Never tried that, and I thought it would be good to add to this spacer test. All of these spacers will be tested on our small block Chevy Vortec 350. It's 9-to-1, stock bottom end, mild cam, and it has an Edelbrock Performer intake. I believe this intake is a little small for this combo. It's rated at idle to 5,500 RPM. First up, no spacer. Next up, 4-hole. Here's the graph of the 4-hole spacer, and now I'll overlay it with the baseline of no spacer. As you can see, the 4-hole was better everywhere except above 5,800 RPM. Average power was up 6 horsepower and torque was up 7 pound-feet. AFR was 0.2 leaner with the 4-hole versus no spacer at all. I did try jetting up the carburetor, but the power did not improve. 1-inch open spacer next. We will use the 4-hole graph as a base comparison again. Now here is the 1-inch open spacer overlay. 1-inch open spacer lost torque below 4,700 compared to the 4-hole. Above 5,200 it was better. We gained 8 peak horsepower but lost 11 pound-feet of torque peak. AFR was 0.5 richer than the 4-hole. Once again, I tried rejetting the carb. This time, 2 jet sizes smaller or leaner, and the engine didn't like it and lost power. The tapered spacer. We're going to install it right side up. Try it that way first. Again, we will use the 4-hole graph to compare and overlay the tapered spacer, installed tapered side down. The tapered spacer was behind with a loss of 4 pound-feet at peak torque, but both spacers made about the same peak horsepower. However, the tapered spacer held power out longer after peak horsepower. Here is the comparison of the tapered spacer installed tapered side down, which I believe is the correct way to install it, versus tapered side up, which I believe is the wrong way to install it, or upside down way. The thinner line is the tapered side up. The thicker line is tapered side down. Tapered side up, there was a small gain of 4 horsepower and 6 pound-feet of torque between 4,000 and 4,500 RPM. But it does lose power above 5,700 compared to the tapered side down. All right, we're down to the last one. The Big Daddy 2-inch spacer. Here's the graph of the 1-inch open spacer. Now add in the 2-inch open spacer we just ran. The 2-inch spacer did not perform as well as the 1-inch. More proof, bigger is not always better. The 2-inch was down 6 horsepower and 11 pound-feet of torque compared to the 1-inch spacer. If you want the highest peak horsepower number, go with the 1-inch open spacer. The overall winner of this test was the 1-inch 4-hole spacer. It had the best peak torque, the best average torque, and the best average horsepower. In my opinion, the 4-hole would be optimal for the street. As for the upside-down tapered spacer, on this combination, it did not run as good as the 4-hole, no matter which way you installed it. Maybe it would be a different story on a different intake or different engine combo.